Alrighty, we're going to run a whole new branch circuit for a dining room. So here in the country I was born in, we use 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps, 14 American wire gauge on 15 amps. The black is live, the white is neutral, the bare or the green is the ground. Red and blue are also live colors, however you may find white live in a switch loop for a 220-240 volt circuit where the appliance does not require a neutral. So I will show you how to run a brand new branch circuit with number 12 on a 20 amp circuit for a dining room, and we're going to be running it from the main panel. So in a main panel we can have the white and the ground on the same neutral bar, but if they're in a sub panel the whites and the grounds have to be kept separate. Okay, we cut our hole earlier. We're going to drill our hole down in the cellar. There we go. Okay, we're going to just check our box here. We're going to have to cut a little bit across the bottom here to make it go in a little easier. Not a whole lot, just a very tiny bit. Here we take our little notch out like that. Now we'll put our box in here. Okay, now we have to come up the side just a little bit here. Okay, so we still have to take a little more off the bottom here, not a lot. We take it off a little bit. I like this multi. See how that is as far as width. Beautiful. So now we just got to cut a little notch for this here and for this here. So let's come over here and we'll just go like that. Go like this. Don't do the same thing up here. Okay, I'll go down a little further for this one. You know what? You can't let problems like this slow you down. If you can't get it out, you just push it back in. And you just don't worry about it. If you end up not being able to get it in there, you don't get it in. That's all. It's that simple. So I'll just cut this in half. You can break it. There we go. Now we'll get our outlet in. Okay, so we're going to have to cut a little more here. So now let's see if our box fits. Okay, that's going to fit in there nice. Okay, we'll just tap that in with a hammer so we got a notch. Now we just have to notch for the this. So we'll just go in at the bottom there. So we got that one notched. Now we'll get one up here notched. Now we got our hole in the wall. We're ready for our box. Now we'll go downstairs and we'll feed our wire up and we'll hook our outlet up. Okay, so we'll start running the wire over to where the outlet is. So unravel it here so it doesn't get all twisted up. We'll come down, we'll go above everything so it's not all tangled up. Flashlight, I'll look up here for holes we can go through. Here's one here. Okay, you can't staple wire on the bottom of the floor joist. You have to either go through holes or run them on a running board. And we go through this one over here. I have to get a little more. And I can always pull the slack back. So I'm starting in about the middle of the run, so when I'm done I can pull the slack back. Oh, there's our hole right here. And there's the hole we're going to go up through to our new outlet. Okay, so we can reach in our wall here, grab our new wire. I'll take the side off the box so you can see better what I'm doing. Get it all nice and clean, get all our debris off. And I'll take one side of the box off so you can see what I'm doing inside here. I'll take out the clamp we're not going to use here because I'll eliminate a sharp edge in the box. We'll put a green screw in here to bond the ground wire to the box because you have to ground to the box and to the receptacle. We'll open up our entry hole here. And there we go. We get it centered through the hole so it's not pinched. We'll get our ground wire around the green screw here. You know what? I lost my needle nose, and you know what? I am not frustrating because you know why? I refuse to. I just refuse to. But you know what? If I don't find them, I don't find them. I'll just go buy another pair. It's that simple. You don't frustrate over anything. All right, so we're going to close that loop around the screw the direction our screw turns, like that. Make sure our copper is under the screw head all the way around, like it is right there. Make sure it's good and secure. I'll just give it one more turn to make sure it's tight. Okay, so now we'll put our side back on the box, like this. Make sure it's tight. Make sure these screws are tight. This box is going to be nice and flush. Okay, so now we can put our wire down into the wall here. Put our box in the wall. You know what? If something's holding it up, you know what? Something's holding it up, and you don't get mad. You don't frustrate. You just put it in. That's all. It's that simple. Ugh. But if it's not going to go, you know what? It is not going to go. And you just be thankful for what you have, and you don't get frustrated. Okay, so we got the top one in. So we'll put a screw up here. I don't know what happened to the screw gun, but I'm not going to get upset. I'm not going to frustrate. I'm going to just put it in by hand. You just do it the hard way when you can't do it the easy way, that's all. It's that pure and that simple. Okay, there it goes. I'll put another screw over here. Okay, we'll just screw this down nice and tight. Okay, so we have our ground wire, which goes on the green screw. And where did I put my wire strippers? I had them in my hand just a minute ago, and I just can't imagine how they disappear. Oh, there they are. Okay, so I'll cut our wires to even here. Okay, here in the country I was born in this situation here, the black wire is live, the white is the neutral, and the bare is the ground. And without my needle nose, I'm going to just use my wire stripper pliers. It's that pure and simple. You don't get frustrated over losing stuff and not having it. And I just put it together. Okay, so we'll put our white and ground on this side. There we go, there's one. And we'll put our ground wire on the green screw. Precious. Okay, good. Okay, there's our white and our ground. I'll flip it around. Now we're going to fold our wires into the box like an accordion. So we're going to go up, down. We'll go into our outlet with the black wire here. We'll make our loop the direction our screw turns. Okay, I made my loop a little too big there. I'd like to throw this screwdriver away because it only hops like a bunny rabbit. I just love to get rid of that thing. Okay, make sure it's nice and tight. Our copper's around the screw head all the way. And we'll keep our ground wire down. So now we'll push this into our box. We'll take our tabbies off here. And you know what? I'm not going to frustrate about the light going dead. The picture's going to be what it is. Okay, I got another light here. We'll fold this into our box. I'll push our ground wire. I'll keep it down around the bottom here. I'll break these little tabs off so it fits flat against the box. I can't find my screws, so... Oh, here they are. What if they give you an order to stop working? You know what? You just let it hop like a rabbit. Just use the flathead. I just praise God and be thankful. You don't frustrate over not having stuff and things not working. You just do the best you can. You worship Him and you praise Him. Here we go. Okay, so let's staple our wire up along the joist here. make a little loop that goes over the copper tubing so it's not touching the copper there. Okay, we'll pull out some more wire. We'll unroll it so it doesn't get all twisted up. If it gets twisted, you just deal with it twisted. You don't get frustrated. So I'll turn this so you can see where I'm going over to where the breaker box is. So I'll make sure we keep a loop over this copper tubing here. You can't have the wire touching the plumbing. Okay, so I'm going to come down. I got to go over this, around this plumbing here. So I got to cut what I think I'm going to need. So I'm going to come up, and then come down, and go up inside the box. So I'll cut it about right here, so I have plenty. Now I'll bring this back so I go over the plumbing and not under it. I can get behind. Yeah, I can get behind all this plumbing, so that's good, so I don't have to. Okay, so I'll just untwist it here. All untwisted so it's all nice and flat. Get up above all this up here. Come down. I like to just throw that Phillips away. I'm done with it. All right, so we'll take the cover off our box. Okay, so we'll come in our knot right here. I thought I had my Romex connector, but you know what? If I don't, I don't. But I got it, good. So we'll put our 20 amp breaker in the box like this. Okay, make sure it's off. We'll put our Romex connector on here. Okay, I'll flatten our wire down, and I'll come across. Get all twisted here. I'll get it straight down here. Here. But if it's too springy, you know what? You don't bother with it. It's going in, so I'll just get on top. It's nice and snug there. Bring it over. Bring it up so it goes in here straight like this. I just lose that all the time. But I just thank God for losing it. Okay, so we'll strip our outer jacket off the cable here. I'll just rip the end. I'm just leaving it in here. Get all the debris off. Okay, I clip off all our debris there. And it'd be nice if I knew where my wire strippers were. But you know what? I will not frustrate if I don't find them. I just refuse to get frustrated. I only praise the Heavenly Father and worship Him. I'm going to get this spring out here because it's nothing but in the way and a problem. Okay, so bring our ground wire. That screws up here so out of our way. Put our paper off. Again, I get a light so you can see better. Okay, so we'll put our ground wire down to the bottom here like this. Run it across the bottom. Bring it up along our edge here. Very carefully so I don't touch the live bus bars. And I'll bend it here. And we'll drop it in right on that screw right there. So now tighten it up. So our ground wire is going up to the neutral bar. Now this is the main panel, so you can put the white and the ground on the same bus bar. So we'll bend our white wire back to the back of the box. We'll run it along the bottom here, push it down in the corner, bring it up, and we'll make our bend where we will go into our neutral bar. So we'll cut it about right here. It's just the right length. I'll strip it, make sure we don't get the insulation under the make sure I don't get the insulation. Why isn't that loosening up? There it is. Okay, I'll bring it back just a bit. I want to make sure my copper is through and my insulation is not in the terminal block. Okay, I'll just double check all my screws here, make sure they're tight. All right, and this one. Okay, that's the one that's not being used. This is the one that's being used. Okay, now last but not least, we bring our black wire and we'll put it up on our breaker. Okay, we'll take our black wire, we'll push it back against the back of the box here. We'll run it along the corner, make our bend where we're going to come up, and we'll make our bend where we're going to go into the breaker, but I want to make that bend straight so it goes in nice and straight. And we'll make our cut right here. You don't frustrate over dropping tools and losing stuff. And you just truck forward. You don't look back. You truck forward. Okay, we'll strip our end with our number 12 hole. Okay, the breaker is off. Now we'll put our wire on the breaker. Make sure it's in the hole all the way. And we'll tighten our screw. Okay. Just make sure it's tight. Okay, so we'll make sure our wire's going down in here nice and straight. And it's all nice and neat. So now we can go get a few more staples and put a few more staples in here. So there we are. We go along the side, come up along the side, And there's our black wire going into the breaker, and our white and ground going to the neutral bar. Okay, so we'll get a few more staples in here. Alrighty, so that is how to wire a brand new 20 amp 120 volt branch circuit from a panel here in the country I was born in. Peace. Thanks for watching. Okay.